Holy Land Lovers, it's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. If you happen to catch yesterday's stream, which was part one of Old Skies, or if you're on the Discord, sure, I can actually like type a check because we're not doing Rosewater. Isn't that exciting? This doesn't help anyone. It's irrelevant. It's a thought experiment. But yeah, you would know that today's gonna be a short stream, which is kind of funny because it's probably gonna be roughly the same length as the initial blueprints stream, which was half a stream, but like for the logistical reasons of we finished playing a game. But tonight we're just playing blueprints, and I have to get up early in the morning because we're making a trek out to the Disneyest place in Florida. My sister is in town, and she has Disney godmother magic that lets crazy things happen. But to maximize use of these powers, it is important to get up at the crack of dawn. I should not use the expression that my ex and I shared, despite how humorous it is, because I don't tend to like to swear in my videos. I've been reflecting on lately as to how important that is to me, and I haven't reached a conclusion. It's not that I like secretly want to swear all the time. It's just that sometimes I get annoyed with myself if I do, like accidentally, which hasn't happened in a really long time. And like, it doesn't bother me to play games that are like rated adult for language or whatever. So like, I don't know. Just thinking about it. Hey King, good to see you. Why don't we go ahead and play some? I almost switched to Steam, which would have been nothing. It would have been the Vasco logo. It's Blueprints! Hooray! So there's not terribly much to recap, I don't think, at least not yet. Blueprints is a roguelike game. The premise is that your granduncle, I forget his name, Horatio S, fake name, he passed away and he bequeathed to you his mysterious shifting manor if you can find his treasure, which he left in One Piece. I'm paraphrasing and mostly referencing One Piece, but the idea is that I have to like solve puzzles and explore the house and find a secret hidden room. And if I find that room, allegedly, then I'd win the house and the chocolate factory. I can't stop making references to other things. If you're having trouble following along, the idea is just that every day the house resets itself and I have to go room by room with like a randomly generated selection of available rooms to slot into each doorway, progress as far as I can, and find like resources and stuff along the way. Our first day went really well. We got pretty deep. We found some cool tools and stuff, but one of the rules of complying with the will, I don't know how to put it, executing the will, I guess, is that we're not allowed to carry over anything from a previous day. He's like, obviously that would be too easy, and I know that you are above that. And I'm like, Uncle Horatio Nobody, you don't know me that well at all. But so yeah, even though we had a really good showing on day one, it didn't really matter too much. There's like information you can learn and it carries over. I don't know if there's like a limit on the number of days or whatever. What limited experience I have with blueprints outside of last week's stream was the demo that had like a hard cap on something like 5 days, maybe like 3 to 5 days. It's just like a few days, and that might have just been because it was a demo and that was from like almost a year ago and the game wasn't, close to finished yet, although it was very functional. But like, yeah, so we have some notes, we've learned some things about the house, but really there's not much to report in terms of progress, really. It's the second puzzle house game you've played. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how you define the genre. What's the other one you're thinking of? I play a lot of puzzle games. I don't know how many puzzle house games I've played. I'm gonna start playing though, because I got like 2-ish hours. So we are starting on day 3. One thing that we did learn last time is that you can't save in the middle of a day. Your day just gets obliterated from orbit. I'm covering the loading logo. Day 3. So I don't believe I've learned anything sufficiently useful about outside to bother going out there. It is worth noting that on our last loop, we had like unlocked a constellation that put chests in the front hallway. I did open those, but like I was pretty sure that those weren't going to carry over, which is why I did that. And I think the fact that they're not present at all supports that. I'm pretty sure this letter doesn't change any. But it's good that you can access the basic premise and rules in case you like stop playing this game for 5 months and then come back to it. Alright, so R2 shows us where we're at. So we want kind of like a straight line, like Den looks pretty good. That gives us like the maximum amount of points to connect to and doesn't cost us anything and gives us a gem. So let's start there. Alright, I like exploring to the corners. Ooh, a nook. Code check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. That's not terrible. That's kind of cool. Like, if we do find something cool, we could put it in the code check, like, at the end of the day. And there's not, like, a huge opportunity cost, because we're already at, like, one of the corners. So, like, it doesn't need to connect, necessarily. I guess the issue is just like, I assume you need to unlock the code check again on a separate day for that to do anything. But you know what? Even though we don't have anything, I like this idea. I'm gonna guess that there's no point in checking this, but I haven't come close to running out of steps in the upper left corner. That's our currency for continue to walk around house and not go to bed. I like the like sketch art that's just kind of around. Okay, hallway is good because of the fact that I put the coat check there. That means that I could still use that spot above coat check. Yeah, I'll do that. Just a bathtub. I don't know why it seemed like that'd be something. Ooh, a note. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. I wrote this down, but I have seen this before. I'll put this here. Red hallway note. Doors in West Wing more likely to be locked. I think that's a true statement, but I have a small sample size. It might just be West unlucky. Is that something? Where am I at now? I'm going the way I want to be going. Open this door. Okay, so nursery is a dead end that can give us more steps. Pantry is not a dead end. I think I like the look of that. Hey, Neko, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I had to get a brisk start on things because it's going to be a short stream. My estimate was 2 in-game days, but we'll see if one of them runs long or they both run short or something. So we got 4 gold. Does this change? 50 steps. I didn't really pay attention to how much apple feet I got. Greenhouse. Now it's a little tricky for greenhouse to be like a dead end over here, but the green rooms are all pretty good, aren't they? Bedroom's like a solid choice, but the greenhouse is so tempting. And I still have so many like options available to me. Like getting greenhouse early if you want green rooms seems good. I'm gonna try it. Just keep in mind that green is not a creative color. Now, is it possible? Yeah, the greenhouse can have stuff in it, like, oh, I don't know, the metal detector, which I can now check in the coat room at the end of the day. I'd say we're off to a good start here. And we know that if we find a broken lever, we can plug it into this. Oh, and it even, I see, the little box above the lever depicts the antechamber, the place we're trying to get to. and it shows us that it opens the bottom door. I didn't appreciate that before. That's nice. The last time there was this one. Yeah, it's the same one. Green 5, then Sheets is highlighted. Yeah, I was tidying up my notes before the stream and noticed that. I have to spot the watering can in the greenhouse. I don't think I've seen that so far, but if that's something you can miss, I maybe have done it. Last time, I don't remember if I got an item here. I know I had to come back here because I got shovel later. But we got metal detector, and that's a good start. How's everyone's Saturday going? For some reason, I wanted to say Sunday, and it turns out that's just not correct. The aquarium is a room of every color. I feel like I want that utility closet, because I just don't know that spare room does that much for me. It just ensures like one additional room that I think is likely anyway. Utility closet I think is pretty important. It actually is Sunday. Quiet time traveler. Hey Neko, as someone who lives exclusively in the future, do you have one of those orbs that lets you change outfits, like from Old Skies? So let me turn off the keycard system because it sucks, and let me turn on the garage, and I don't know if I ever have reason to turn off these other things or what this puzzle is. But I know it exists. Having a productive day. I cooked, ate a vegetable, changed my bedding. That's like beyond what I consider a productive day, so I'm proud of you. Generally, eat a vegetable alone is pretty good for me, although I've gotten like a lot better about it. I routinely have... Oh, a box. Yeah, obviously locked, just making sure. Just testing you. I routinely keep spinach and apples in my house, like an adult. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I can't afford the observatory, which I'm still not entirely sure whether it's a garbage room or not. We are looking to maybe be in some pretty bad shape, to be honest with you. It's possible the hallway was important. Actually, the hallway wouldn't have done anything in this case. It would have just connected to the same bedroom. So really all that matters is whether I get a reasonable selection off bedroom. And if I get stuck with lavatory again, we're going to have a bad time. It would be good if there was like a gem in here. But I don't think that there... Oh, hang on. I think I looked at that before. Do you think those rosary beads are deliberately a 4 or unintentionally a 4? Chosen vegetable was carrot. In what way did you prepare the carrot? Okay, something good. Chapel is not great. Actually, chapel could be good here. Actually, I'm fairly certain I need chapel here, so I guess it's chapel, and we're gonna be minus $1 US. I know in the demo version of the game, it was possible to like just find coins or gems lying around here, and I feel like I saw that often. But now I have only one escape. Something good, no whammies. Terrace parlor it is. Would rather not have a dead end. Premiums do not cost gems to draft. I mean, that's cool and all, but then we wouldn't draft anything else on this day. This may end up being the type of day that facilitates a more than 2-day stream. We got off to a good start and then got like boxed in like super fast. Not sure I've ever entered the parlor from this side. Okay, what the box is doing. There are 4 boxes in this room. Well, that might depend on how one defines boxes, but I'm pretty sure that's false. There's only 1 box in this room. Now I know that's wrong. Gems are in the true box. Well, hang on. If this is false because there's 3 boxes, and this is false because there's 3 boxes, then there's always at least 1 truth and 1 lie. That would mean that the black box is true, and that since the black box says that the true box has the gems, that the black box has the gems, which is true gems. Gems. That's good. I'm almost definitely gonna want and or need those. So yeah, part of it feels like it was a good pick. Now keep in mind that the west wing is more likely to be locked and I ain't got no keys. Simple boiled salted carrot. That's impressive. I can't be bothered. I'm so lazy. Courtyard, eh? Yeah, courtyard feels like the pick. Put those gems to good use. Maybe get that shovel. Maybe see if we can combine the metal detector and the shovel and put it in the coat check when we run out of day. Metal detector is detecting coin. Detecting... Hey, shovel! Detecting coin sounds like rude slang, doesn't it? Oh yeah, man, I'm detecting coin. What's the button for this? Old tin can. Just ain't what she used to be. Another one. You're really lazy. You eat the whole carrot raw. I'm not sure that I'm adult enough to make myself do that. Hats off to you. But I'm not taking off my hat, because then you'd see my bald spot. Alright. So yeah. Up and right. So aquarium counts as all rooms. It doesn't feel extremely useful to me at this moment. I probably want like West Wing Hall. Keep my options open in case I like brick on the other courtyard door. But let's check this door. Like straight hallways would be good. Yeah, like spare room. Secret passage doesn't feel extremely important here. Honestly, I think this is a good spare room spot. Because, like, I'm already going to get something above here through the west wing. So I think this sort of, like, maximizes space in a way. I considered unhinging my jaw and consuming the carrot whole like Kyle is famous. You know, I'll be honest with you, I hadn't considered that, but I really feel like that should be reserved for something like significant in nutritional value, such as one's entire fridge. I guess that's triggering in the next room, huh? Strange spot for a coin. The spare room feels weirdly ominous to me. I'm not sure I could explain why. Cloister. Wow. If I got that, like, you can draft green rooms without gems thing, we'd be going off. So the closet could get us 2 items, but the corridor is always left unlocked. Which means that we would have access to like more space on the east side of the house. Can I wear this hat? No. Dining room. Dining room's not really gonna do it, huh? I feel like this is a nook spot. I guess the dining room doesn't take a gem. If I remember, I think the dining room had a safe in it that my safe combination didn't unlock. I feel like I'm gonna want that key though. I feel like the nook key and the shape of the nook together make it a pretty good choice here. Now I've managed to fill out much of the house shape, which is good. Gives you the maximum amount of space to like find good rooms or whatever. Floor coin. This is just like take notes. Okay. I'm gonna constantly forget which like tutorial pages lying around I've got. Ooh, the dark room. I've only seen the dark room like once in someone else's playthrough from the demo days. I don't really know what it can do. It also happens you cannot see floor plans while drafting in this room. That's crazy. Well, I don't really want either of these dead-end rooms, so I guess I'm taking the dark room. Man, it sucks in here. And the metal detector's not doing anything. Oh, so when it says you can't see the floor... Oh, while drafting. I missed the while drafting. I thought maybe it just like wasn't going to let me see floor plans at all. So I guess what that means is that I should check this entrance I'm standing at now and follow that, but then like instead of opening the left door, approach from the west wing hall, assuming I have the energy to do that. And it's, as a result, it's not gonna tell me what shape the room is, in addition to not knowing like what it is. The shape is more distressing. Knowing my luck, I feel like I have like an 80% chance of any one of these being the lavatory, even the one with a gem requirement. I don't know, I feel like the middle one tends to be the most appealing option. I found the furnace. Which does... What does the furnace do? I guess I could walk in it. You're more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. Oh, great. I'm glad I found a dead end that's also a punishment. That does sound like me, though. But the furnace feels like it could maybe have some plot relevance. If I had to maybe, like, burn a body. Not that I do that sort of thing and tell you about it. Alright, so rather than leave the fate of the rest of that half of the house... Where was that sentence going? I'm gonna not draft another room blindly. So this is where, yeah, I take the... here. That was a lot of steps. Let's go this way. Aquarium. Oh, good! Archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all three of your potential floor plans. Oh, do you like how everything has, like, the furnace shimmer on it? I don't. So, I'm not sure how thematically Archives prevents you from looking at more floor plans. Gymnasium, I at least get the idea that the gymnasium is a place where you would wear yourself out, and as a result, you would lose extra energy. But, like, I don't really get what the Archives are doing. Well, we're probably not making a ton of progress with all these red rooms, huh? I will say, I mean, I do have Aquarium. Which is a... Wow, it just dumped 3 red rooms on me, huh? It's one thing to say that I'm more likely to draft red rooms, and it's another that I only get red rooms. There's probably a ways to put this aquarium down, but, like, I'm relatively light. Footsteps. I don't know. I think if the gymnasium was pointing up, I'd be more inclined to do it. If the building has archives, the staff can archive rooms and make them confidential. But, like, I don't know. It feels implied that the staff isn't here, so, like, why would that change because of the presence of a room by itself? Let's dump the gymnasium. Coin or something. Coin or something. Where? What? What? Why am I stupid? Hello? What? Where is whatever? Where's the thing? Do you see Swiper the Oh, it's like a floor-colored key. Got it. Okay. But that's just like that's a regular key. How's it going? Well, I got to the dark room, which made me draft a room blind, and then I got the furnace, which makes you draft more red rooms, and then I immediately drafted only red rooms in the next room that I looked at. So, like, not amazing, I think I would say. How are you doing, Demolition? Welcome. Wow, there sure are a lot of red rooms, huh? It's just kind of bad here. I mean, like, listen, there's really no need to ever go back to the red rooms, the dark room or the furnace, as far as I can tell. There might be, like, a plot reason to go to the dark room, but if there is, I don't know what it is. So I think blocking that garbage off with the boudoir and not immediately taking another red room sounds good to me. Really wish I could get in on some, like, bedroom action. Which is not related to the game state. What? A photo of Christmas. This is familiar. There's a safe. There's a partially unwrapped safe. I'm sure there's a way for me to make use of that, but it's not currently in my inventory. And the metal detector's not going off. So guess I'll just leave. Cloister, can't afford it. Storeroom, I mean, it's a little close between storeroom and guest bedroom. They're obviously both dead ends. The thing is, like, I want to keep some amount of steps on hand so that I can get back to coat check, which is regrettably, like, as far away from where I am as humanly possible. But all right, so just to get back to the West Wing Hall and the only, like, unexplored door, I, like, burn, like, 3 steps from where I'm standing, so 4 if I go in and come back. So that puts me at 19 plus, like, half of however many rooms I'm able to explore from there. But if I need gems to unlock stuff, like, storeroom might be good. Also, I can use the storeroom key to unlock that chest in the parlor or the bedroom or something. Where was that? The den? No, it's the den. It was in the den. Yeah, I mean, here's the debate, I guess, Keen, is like, I don't know what resource, like, I don't have a ton of steps, which makes guest bedroom sound appealing, but if there's, like, only, like, 2 viable doors leading off the West Wing and they both require gems and I only have the one, then, like, storeroom technically gets me further. I really just want to make use of the coat room, though, I think. So I'm going to go with the guest bedroom and hope for the best. Do you think I have to... Yeah, I have to go in to get it. Sinclair, I just wanted to write you a quick note. Thank you for the weekend. Had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality made up somewhat for your absence. I did see this note, huh? Appreciate your new game in the billiard room. Right, it made me upset because of the billiard room. Okay. Doing kind of good for keys. I don't know how important... I mean, I guess every place I have to go is the West Wing, so, like, that's probably good, probably. PS5 just made a really angry sound. Okay, what do we have? The commissary. Stupid lavatory. I mean, I guess it's the commissary, which, again, is the concern I had before of, like, well, now, if I need gems again, we're in Trash Town. I'm the mayor of Trash Town. These are new. Hold on. Let me take note of this. Commissary Day 3. With file without bathtub? Wait, hang on. I've seen that exact sketch of the bathtub. Like today. It was in, like, the hallway by the den. You can often buy gems at the commissary. That's sick. I only have 8 gold. That's actually okay, isn't it? I can buy gem. Can also buy a set of gems, which I can't do. Running shoes. Hey, do running shoes literally just improve your walking speed? If so, that feels mean. That feels unnecessary. Wish that the map would just stay open while drafting instead of having to reactivate it. Yeah, that would be nice, huh? I think buying 2 gems is probably worth it. Like, I really need as many exploration resources as humanly possible. It feels like really easy to get trapped with like none gems. So I'm just gonna buy 2 gems. Oh, there's a sale on days 20 and 21. I don't know where I would write that I would actually remember it. You know, make a section at the top. Day tips. Let me move this. I'll copy this. Copy this red memo. Series sale days 20 and 21. I keep wanting to click on my other monitor. Can I have trash? So this door... Keycard reader does not appear to be powered on. No, because I turned it off. But... I would need, like, a tool to get in there. It's kind of hard to know what kind of security system you have until it is mean to you, I guess. Well, that's not good. That means that the only thing I can really do is go back to the den and use one of my, like, thousands of keys to open that box and see if that somehow gives me a key card, which I don't think is possible, or if it gives me something I would rather put in the coat check than what I have, which also seems rather unlikely. I missed this. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Espin, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. What an insane note. Like, obviously, as a video game, we have context for that. But, like, as Earth people, that's very confusing. That's not a chest. That's like a lobster trap. Oh, you know what? The green room also might have something in it. I don't think it can have anything particularly useful. But it can have something in it, because I got the shovel after that. This has not been an especially productive day. So there's a box in here. Good. Gem and key and coin. Those are all equally useful to me. Which is to say not. So I want up and right. I mean, I could try turning the card reader back on, but without a card, it doesn't seem useful. Why would I ever want that system off if it defaults to closed? Do different doors function different? I got a turnip. That's cool, I guess. Probably ultimately didn't need, well, any of the resources I've managed to accumulate, unfortunately. They're just not very good. And that's basically everything, huh? So I think I want to put shovel in coat check. What a bummer day. Okay. Ting ting. check shovel. Can retrieve this item on any day you have a coat check in your house. Yep, kind of figured. Okay. So yeah, this was the... Is this the with or without? I think this was the without image from the commissary today. Yeah, without. I don't know what that means. Oh, wait a minute. Did the dark... Why did the darkroom power shut off? I had them all switched on when I left this room before. So it turned the power off even... If that's true, that's really annoying. Circuit overloads. I'm sorry, that's dumpster. That's stinky poo-poo. I don't like that at all. I don't feel like you should be punished for drafting in that order. Oh god, I have to go really far, don't I? I like literally can't reach that room. Probably. Like, I feel like the chaos of drafting not your chosen rooms is sufficient punishment that you should not be double punished for getting the seemingly uncommon breaker room before the seemingly rare dark room. Yeah, this is really the path there, huh? The gymnasium doesn't make you lose steps if the light is off in there. How would you know that? Nothing creepy about this photo. Syncaco. I feel like having like magnifying glass would be pretty good here. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Tip for the utility room. Flip all switches once to save time. But see, I object because that's literally not true, because apparently it doesn't matter if you flip the dark room or not. Ahoy, Ditto. Can't play basketball in the dark. But what? But you're all doing that gaslighting thing that I hate. You know that doesn't make sense, right? It does. That's a lie. Yeah, there's like all sorts of things that would be cool to have like a magnifying glass for. What did I just get? Will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. What a usefully deterministic object I've located. There's like so much like stuff in here. If it's off when drafted, you can't trip the breaker when entering. False! Literally objectively false. Like I turned it off and then drafted it and then it overloaded and I had to go back and had to fix it. Your feet can't tell if you're in a gym if you can't see it. That's nothing. Is it past everyone's bedtime? What is this place? Why is it like, oh, hang on. These are with and without from a different day. What does that mean? What does with and without mean? Oh, there's so many of these, and I just don't have the means to look at them. The darkroom is annoyingly pedantic. That's all I'm saying! Everyone's acting like I'm insane! It sucks in here, and I have 6 steps. Oh, God. Okay. I guess I'll call it a day. Thankfully, I'm not too broken up about losing those lockpicks, because they don't seem great. Save and continue. So if you have the dark room with the light off, walking into it trips the breaker into it being on. That makes even less sense than refusing to... none of it makes sense. None of the gymnasium not functioning if you turn the lights off doesn't make sense. If anything, turning the lights off in a room, I would expect to exert more effort because you have to tread carefully. If it's on, entering the breaker tripped when it was off. I don't know what to tell you. I think you're just lying. Call it a day, but to the tune of Sequoia. I think it's really funny that people remember that, because I can't, like... Okay, I'm gonna go left this time, because for some reason I default to right. What do I want? Hallway? Probably hallway? If it's off when drafted, it doesn't trip when you enter. You keep saying that, and it's factually incorrect. Go back and watch the footage. I literally, like... Crowbar, 4 beads. Okay, guess it's bedroom. Chapel. So chapel can take your money, but if you're broke, then they can't. It doesn't matter, right? Or do you die? Do you die of money starvation? I didn't die of money starvation. It turns out that might not be a thing. These are not great options. Can't steal what you don't have. It turns out that makes sense. A bunch of stuff about the breaker closet is apparently nonsense. What do I want? Key or gems? I feel like I always get hosed by gems more than keys. I mean... we actually find ourselves in kind of a logistical quandary, like a weird one. Like, I could do the parlor puzzle to get, like, I don't know what the range is, but I feel like 1 to 3 gems. Or I could just put the storeroom here, because, like, the bedroom obviously can't connect to anything relevant, and then get 1 gem and 1 key, and definitely lose the 1 gold by having to come back into the chapel. But, like, both Nook and Parlor are... Like, storeroom is, like, kind of better, but it also, like, doesn't commute well. Oh, wait. Is that it? No, that's the 1 guaranteed coin. That's not bonus coin. It's gone now. Do you miss it? I don't miss those guys. Let me go in this door. Breaker closet, den. Boy, that den's not doing much work, huh? Oh no, it's facing the useful way. The unintuitive way. That's probably better. Probably. There's no box in here this time. And I'm not seeing... much else. What's this way? Courtyard. Pretty good. Commissary. Man, I get goozled every time by commissary. I think I hate commissary. Hard puzzles have gotten out. I mean, I haven't come across the... Is that the billiards room? But, like, that for some reason, that puzzle seemed really vexing. But the courtyard, like... Oh, no, the courtyard's fine here. I'm thinking I'm at the edge, but I'm not yet. I'm putting the courtyard down. Courtyard's good. Anime, yes, this is a roguelike puzzle game. It's called Blueprints, and the idea... Sick, it's the metal detector... Reminds me to look around for coins, because I don't do it. Also, I think it technically spawns more, but that's slightly unclear. So the idea is we our like granduncle willed us this house, but in order to actually earn it, we have to find a secret hidden room in the house. And every day you come in here, it shuffles where all the rooms are and some of the other stuff. And some of the rooms are like associated with puzzles, and there seem to be like meta puzzles that span the whole house and things like that. So yeah, it's a puzzle game where we explore a house, and it's different every day. Let's go. One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to nook pantry. I don't know. Most of the shop stuff seems to suck, to be honest. Yeah, I probably want this to curve up. I was thinking about the utility closet, but like then could dead end over there. Whatever. Let's go against my instincts and get some coins. But I think before I go that way, I'm gonna round out this bottom corner. Oh good, it's the billiard room. I was concerned there might not be enough suffering. Good lord. The shape of the house today is like deeply unfortunate. I already hate being in here. Metal detector doing some serious work already. JK. Still not really sure. The sketches mean something. Isn't there like a note or something that like tells me how I'm supposed to do this? Feels like there should be something useful over there. Plus, is that a minus? Plus minus times division? There will be a note for this puzzle, but not in here. Aw, what fun. What such good fun. I mean, there's a blue one. 13 times 3. 13, 14. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know what the highlight means. Nothing on the board updates. There's no, like, clue for it. Go on to the next room. Walk-in closet with 4 items, or utility closet with pissing me off. The walk-in closet could have anything, even gems maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of just mad at the breaker box. Friendship ended with breaker box. Give me this, give me this, give me another gem. It's a photo of a lady. Aren't I supposed to get 4 items? Didn't I get 3? Didn't I get gem key? Did I get 2 keys? Did I get 2 keys? Coupon book? Well, okay, good eye. You're not supposed to understand the billiards room puzzle. Ah, what fun. I get that roguelike mystery, but the idea that you would just find a room that has a puzzle in it that you can't do as like an adventure gamer just like makes me furious. So Apple II is consistent with my notes. I don't think that's changing. Veranda. Well, I could veranda right now, or I could parlor. I mean, the problem is that the green rooms are expensive, right? Like, spending all my gems to draft more green rooms seems like mediocre. The whole room will make you furious. There's a very clear distinction that I feel like you're, like, deliberately downplaying. Like, a meta puzzle, a puzzle of the house that is many rooms, is not the same as walk into a room and be like, look at this puzzle, get dumpstered, idiot. Like, here's what I want you to think about, like, paying to do an escape room and then just like there not being any context in the room that would ever help you complete it. I think parlor is better. I don't know what you've been through. I mean, I don't. But also, I just keep getting offered the same, like, 10 rooms and the toilet. And when I did get offered new rooms, it was because the game was spitefully giving me, like, only red rooms. The other two boxes are true. The other two boxes are blue. Well, that's not right. Which also means that that's not right. Unless this one's actually blue. So, since this one is wrong, because only one blue, and this one is wrong, because this one is wrong, that means black is correct. But black says the other two are empty. Okay, so then just open black. Got it. For some reason, my brain was interpreting that as, like, the other ones are full, and I'm like, they can't both be full. Alright, door. I mean, observatory, I guess. Yeah, because then I, like, maximize use of the den and also, I don't know, star power. I'm still not convinced that observatory is all that exciting. But if there's not a limit on days, then I can understand how that's true. Okay. I don't have to adjust it every day, just the one time. The slice. 3 steps. So exciting. Guess I'll go this way. Kitchen. Breaker box. I mean, the kitchen is not that exciting, but the angle of the kitchen is a little interesting. Just making sure they're not, like, hiding something upstairs, but I don't think they are. No, this is all just to, like, align the telescope, I think. Get the appeal of hints in one. I think there are room for puzzles in another room, but I think there should have been a few more in-room self-contained puzzles to help early game. Yeah, I mean, like, maybe that's more my issue. It might just be that, like, I haven't really encountered many doable puzzles, so the notion that, like, the second one I find is just, like, an empty room is, like, kind of annoying. I think I have some level of frustration that I've done, like, 4 days and had, like, relatively little variance and not been able to make much progress. It just doesn't seem that useful unless, like, I'm really low on energy. Key in the east wing, huh? It's kind of rough. I'll use it though. Security. It's like a really awkward place for security, huh? View inventory of all items currently in house. I mean, we really gotta go to security. Which is awkward because we didn't draft the breaker room. But I don't know that we would have gotten here if we did that. Yeah, Furnace last one really sucked. That was a real bummer. I don't really think... I mean, that was like the blind dark room draw. Like, I just don't think there was a good way out of there. Security, I understand to be useful, but I'm not sure that this run is well positioned to make use of it. You do get like a cutscene in here, yeah? That hasn't changed? It's me, I'm that guy. Suddenly it's third person. Strange, you only got the scene once when you played. Well, this is the first time I've been in the save file. This is just a thing that I saw in the demo, and I just wasn't sure if they had changed the fact that there was a set cutscene. Because, like, I haven't seen literally anything else like that in the game. Specifically, no, this does not appear to specifically be showing places that I have drafted, although the first few were. Come on, that's embarrassingly stupid. Come on, what is that about? That's like a ape determining, like seeing themselves in a mirror and like becoming self-aware or something. Okay. Trust the blue pages, don't touch the red pages. So... what does that tell me about any of the notes I already have? Those are green. The safe code is a lie, which we know because I tried to put it in a safe and it didn't do anything. And the doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked, but they seem to be. Like, that actually just seems accurate. And the other one was like, the commissary will be closed for several days. I don't know if you're meant to assume the opposite or something. VHS tapes. What's going on? Oh, this is one of the computer terminals. View estate inventory. Following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. 1 coin purse, 1 coin. Okay. Keycard system settings. Set security level to low. Confirm. Change offline. Yes, change offline mode. Okay. So now if I am able to cut the power, then the doors will open the way I want them to. And low, I think, just means that there are fewer doors. Should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high setting. I think I'm more or less interpreting that correctly. Back. You want it high if it's set to offline cut. But that's only true if I can cut the power. Because if not, then there's still a high number of doors that are locked, right? Yeah. And I can't log into network because I haven't found the password anywhere. There's some more notes. Oh yeah. Didn't really get to explore the open part of the room because of the cutscene. Is there money in the microwave? Hello? Oh. That's annoying. I hate how that's placed. Oh, what's going on here? Sand ampersand. I don't know if that's consistent or intentional, but I like it. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Well, I feel like that sort of goes without saying. By which I mean it's on a red memo, so it's obviously not true. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. That tracks. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked. Sure. And this is another shot at, like, magnifying the password, which would be convenient. Already here? Okay. Well, that means that somewhere there's a coin purse I didn't pick up, and I'm just too stupid to know where it is. I guess that the coin purse doesn't trigger the metal detector. All right. Well, hey, it's the breaker box. So I could breaker box and then set security to high and then try to go through the den door and hope for the best, or I could keep going here. I don't know, that first thing sounds fun. Metal detector only reacts to metal things, so it'll always miss gems. That's fine, but what I'm saying is if I've been in a room that had a coin purse, which has a metal clasp, and this is true, a bunch of metal coins in it, I feel like that should go off. So I want keycard system off, and now coupled with security, that's helpful. So gymnasium I apparently want off. I guess, so if darkroom starts on, maybe I'm wrong, and I don't think I toggled it, but it still seems like you get punished. Like, I just don't really understand. I don't know. It seems dumb. The darkroom makes me mad. It's a bad room, and I don't like it. The idea of, like, the puzzle stuff that I think is going on in there is cool, but it does require a specific item that I have yet to ever see. And also, it's a dumb room that smells bad, and nobody likes it. Apparently there's at least some pet in here, because there's like a food dish. I'm not seeing a person here. Darkroom is BS, it doesn't reward logical actions. Yes, that feels true. Purse. Really have no idea where the purse is. Oh, maybe is the purse like buried? Is that something that can be detected by security? I need to go this way, yeah. Doesn't count buried things. Well, I don't know what to tell you all about that purse. It's nowhere. Alright, so this is the one open door. Good luck. They're all just lavatory. Oh boy. Package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. Boy, that sure isn't it. Spare room, save me. At this rate, I really don't think I'll need that money to buy food. Nook, I guess? Lord. I guess Nook is fine, but I really need something that, like, branches would be great. Oh, you're still active. Coin, floor coin. Locksmith. Key for... Oh, good. It's the dark... Hey, everyone, look. It's the dark room. So, if I... Okay. So if I go in the dark room, and then I go back to the breaker room, and I turn the lights on, which is just actual... It's road apples. Then does that negate the dark room curse? Can you then, because the lights are on, see what you're drafting? That's... Somehow that makes me mad. Like, that's intuitive, but then, like, what's the point? The locksmith room looks sick. Like, that looks really cool. So if I put the boudoir out... Oh, that's just bad. It's just so bad. No longer a dark room if it's not dark. Yeah, but then, like, then what's written on your map is incorrect. I don't know. It's vexing. I feel like dark room is technically correct, which is the worst kind of correct. Yeah, the locksmith looking like a keyhole is great. I'm a big fan. The room does not seem like extremely helpful. So now that I've entered this room, I simply go back and turn it on. That really sucks. The room tries its best to be dark. I like the way you put that, but it doesn't make me like the room anymore. You didn't need to enter. That... You all are making stuff up. That doesn't make any sense. If I didn't need to go in when it was dark, then what's the purpose of turning off the breaker in the first place? You know that sounds insane, right? It's on drafted. You know that sounds insane, right? You know there's absolutely nothing intuitive about this absolute clown show, right? I need like 8 bedrooms now. What a disaster. Yeah, I swear to God, if that thing trips when I go back in there, someone's head's gonna roll. It's taking me like 40 steps to just like go in this one room I hate. Oh, dark room sucks so bad. What a bad place. Maybe I was better off with the boudoir. Again, unrelated to the game. Oh, great. A super useful key. Okay. So, we got 2 doors, both alike and pissing me off. Oh, good. It's locked. Hey, you know what? I got 1,000 keys and 9 steps. Unlock that sucker. Guest bedroom is really tempting. All kinds of clues in a dark room you can now see. Yeah, but none of them are meaningful. They don't do anything. Because, like, from my last visit here, it seems like if I don't have magnifying glass, most of them are just pictures of women. I really want that guest bedroom. But it's so bad. Like, the other door has to be good for that to be a reasonable pull. Although... Commissary. In theory, I could, like... Well, no, they don't sell any food at the commissary, right? Even though I traditionally think of a commissary as being a place you can buy food. I mean, at least the other door shouldn't be locked, right? Oh, I didn't set the security back to high or whatever. I only have 1 gem and 7 coins. I mean, it's much like yesterday. Like, my resources all suck and I don't know what I need. Wait, isn't it... Can't you, So, like, these draftable rooms are locked in, but can you back out? Is that a thing? No, okay, you have to pick one. I feel like that might have been different in the demo, but I might be misremembering. Most items cost at least 8 coins. That's too many coins. Listen, I'm not getting anywhere with like 9 steps, so I'm just gonna get some steps, get, I don't know, like another key or something. Oh, that's so spiteful. This game really hates me. Jeepers creepers, are you kidding me? The first time I've ever seen the key card is the only day I've ever gotten to security? That's so mean. Like, why are you like this? Tomorrow it's just, I swear it's only gonna give me like dark rooms. Like, like the front hall will just be a furnace with an extra door on it, and then every draftable room will be the dark room forever. Alright, let's look at all these clues. Everyone's mad at me. Yep, it's some women who are largely overexposed. And mostly correctly exposed pair of the same women. They have a broom and a feather duster. I don't believe that's Harpy's feather duster. This is not the correct exposure. This woman is at a security terminal. There's a drawer open next to her. Not really seeing any useful details that wouldn't require a magnifying glass. Mirror room and 5 lavatories. That does sound like a nightmare. So, like, there's another of this drawing of a woman I've seen before. There's this, which I'm pretty sure has, like, a name carved in the tree I need, like, a close look at. That's clearly a memo of some description that I can't read. This is something that crops that out. I don't feel like there's a clue here. Unless there's like a quiz on what his china cabinet looks like. That's nothing. That's those same women. This is a camera. I guess I could write the name Syncaco, but I don't know what that means. The eyes are creeping you out. That's like the whole point. Did these... I think I looked at this. This is like cot and coat. It's not sand and ampersand. Is that what those mean? That is what those mean, isn't it? So that wasn't a vial, it was a tube. So with tube, with E is tube and without is tub. And the other one was like a match and the forest. Match and tree? I don't know. Sand and ampersand is probably something. I don't know in what way I could possibly apply this. That's a weird one, though. Amper? Like, that's a lot. That's big. Yeah, we got some miso-fa over here. Sync a camera. That same tree. Close up on man's face. prefers sand and. But why? Thank you for gifting us up to Ditto Demolition. I feel like y'all are lying to me about any... Like, I feel like these are the same photos I looked at before. And at least based on any context I currently have, none of this seems useful. Don't trust the slightly red-tinged photo. Bring me the blue photo. Before, when I looked at these hung ones, they weren't anything. I don't know if that... Oh, God, that's really... Just got the one exit now. And I'm taking it. Dining room it is. Not seeing anything to pick up. And we're definitely not on rank 8, I think it wants. Yeah. So, door, I guess. Bunk room. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. I mean, arguably. Drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. I mean, I guess that helps keep that from being a dead end, but boy, is that not how I want that or any of this angled. I know that there are things that, like, care about the numbers of, like, a type of room you have. Does counting as 2 bedrooms also give you, like, twice as many footsteps? I assume so, but that seems ridiculous. I'm gonna take the drawing room and be sad. As opposed to taking a different room and being sad. Hey, some coins. A piece of candy. Oh yeah, this place. So I have a wrong save combination, but I don't really know how I can apply that to be a correct save combination. I could try, like, backwards or something. 3, 8, 0, 9. 3, 8, 0, 6. In some bizarre world. Yeah, I don't think so. Tiger and cupcake tray? I don't think that's anything. Rumpus room? Well, I could go get my shovel. I guess I appreciate it showing me what the claim ticket looks like. Ugh, do I even want that? All that would let me do is, like, dig up, like, 2 items in the courtyard. And one of them is surely a tin can. Do you remember the color of the code? Yeah, it's red. It's a red note that gave me that. But, like, I don't... Like, does that just mean it's not useful at all? Or is there, like, actionable, like, distrust it in a certain way? Oh, right, I can redraw. Thank you for reminding me of that. I hate this room because I never remember that it has an ability that none of the rooms have. Commissary, gymnasium, bunk room. Well, those all, it turns out, suck. Can't take the commissary. The gymnasium is a sad dead end that, like, eats my life. I guess I'll take 2 bedrooms. There's so much room for activities. I don't know, somewhere in this house there's a purse I can't find. To remove it from the pool. All I know for sure is that the game is really intent that I take the bunks all of a sudden. But we literally only have 1 open doorway now. So we're pretty close to Frowntown. Well, there's the garage. It would give me an astonishing number of keys. Can't even afford it. It costs a gem. Awesome. Why does it give you so many keys? I guess just because you keep your keys by the... so you can leave the house or whatever? There's a one where you were offered the kitchen 6 times in a row and you took it on the 6th. So it might have just kept going then, huh? I mean, I guess it's the hallway. These all kind of suck. Everything is bad, you guys. Yeah, that note's just creepy. It doesn't help. Yeah, just unlock it. What about aquarium? We haven't been offered aquarium on this run, and we took it last time. Boudoir is beds. Corridor is always unlocked. I mean, this distinction is largely irrelevant, right? I guess corridor could, in theory, lead me closer to rank 8, which could get me food in the dining room that I'll never be able to get back to. Fragtown. We need Lionel Kitty City to turn that frown upside down. That's good stuff. That's a deep cut. It's my favorite room, the lavatory. I don't know. These are like the same. Corporate needs you to identify the difference between corridor and boudoir at this stage of the run. They're the same picture. Where? Oh. Awesome. There's really no point in going to the coat check since I can't combine the... What's in my pocket? I guess I could take the shovel and put the key card in there and take the key card on a different day where it like matters. But like it sucks. Like it doesn't matter. I don't think there's any, even if I got some like miraculously perfect item, I don't think closet does anything. But like coat check is like almost actively bad. Oh good, hey guys, I found a reroll dice. Isn't that exciting? Dude, game is so pissed at me today. What did I do? So like I literally can't do anything, right? Yeah, all right, let's call it a day. That's a really good use of the Vasco random emote. So let's call it a day with $15 in my pocket and a huge frown on my face. I'll try and fit in one more because these have not been good days. Save and continue. Didn't even get workbench to combine my metal detector with the shovel. Yeah. Day 5. It sucks here. I know. I've been present. Little hamster must have taken forever to animate. Nah, I think they just like skinned a real hamster in a real scale model of the bunk bedroom. Well, it was super cursed to try going left first. So I'm gonna keep going right. Guest bedroom's a good start. Just kidding. Skull Joe. Dude, money seems like it is a lame resource, to be honest. I'm sure it's important for stuff, but like, boy, oh boy. It is just always frustrated and disappointed. Give me this key. I either end up with like too much money and nothing to do with it, or no money in a store. Closet, bedroom, hallway. Probably better off with bedroom here because I still can open the up door from the entrance hall. I think that's probably correct. There's that thing. I really have no idea what room had the purse in it, but Having another few coins sure wouldn't have helped that run at all. It feels like there should be something here, but not so much as a single Easter egg or a Sebastian the Crab. Parlor or den? I'm gonna go with den. And he's absolute trash until you need it, and by that time you need more than you have. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Right, Ditto? You get me. Where's that gem? Ting. Alright, small quantity of resources. You know what? Storeroom seems like a great dead-end corner here. I could go closet and try to get, like, a proper item, but, like, I never have enough gems. And having a couple keys is, like, a solid start to a day. The gem noise is satisfying. It's a good noise. There's that cursed greenhouse again. If I knew I was going to get that coat check or something, maybe. And Parlor gets me more gems to waste on more greenhouses. Alright, just give me the thing. Give me the thing. Parlor game. All three statements are false. That's like definitionally false. That can't be true by the rules of the game. Two statements are false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Okay. So, realistically, the only options are for everything to be wrong, which can't be true, or for exactly two things to be false. So since I know this is false, this would be true by making the other two false, which would mean that this, the gems are in a box with a false statement, would mean that they should be in the white box, which is true. I don't think there's another way to interpret that, because the alternative would be one statement is false. No, that can't happen. So it should be this one. Gem. Door. Passageway. Oh, God. It just sucks here. I mean... The utility closet is so much more annoying than I thought it was, because you kind of need it to be in some place that's accessible for stuff like the dark room later on. And probably for whatever, like, the VAC code is or whatever, but that's, like, I assume some sort of, like, horribly late-game misery puzzle. I could, like, passageway to open up, like, 2 doors here, but that's, like, a lot of investment for just, like, some doors. But, like, the alternatives suck. Ugh. Nico says, I got a really tough parlor the other day. Blue, a box that displays the word true is false. Ow. White, a box that displays the word gems is empty. Black, the white box is true and does not contain gems. Oof. I'm sure I could solve that, but I got not that much stream left. So I'm not doing it. Not until the game makes me. Okay. Everything is so bad. Are there any rooms in this game that are fun? Passageway doesn't even guarantee that stuff's unlocked, which is annoying for like a double gem door. That it shouldn't even be called Passageway. It should be called Door City. And if you know why, pat yourself on the back for that one. I feel like utility closet is what I want, and I know it's wrong. I'm doing commissary and being mad about it. How is... Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. Yep, okay. So, okay. With... This is C because it's clock or lock. I still have no idea how to apply this. I'm also not sure what the tree and match is. Flame... Wood... Trunk? I don't know. I can't do that. I already know that's false. What's in the shop that I can't buy? Salt shaker, sledgehammer, metal detector. I can't buy any of those, as stated earlier. For what I thought passageway doors were guaranteed to be locked. From what little I've seen, it does feel like it has a high chance of being locked, but that's very anecdotal. Hallway seems good here, and I don't imagine it gets drafted, like, at pretty good rates much higher than this. So, like, I'm gonna go with hallway here. Yeah, this is a with and without pair. Lumber, match, pine, flame. That's a tough one. That's probably the main reason why I didn't even like start thinking of that in that context, is like that one seems much harder than any other one I've seen. Oh good, here's the utility closet again. So I could like pantry up or utility closet because this is relatively likely to connect to something. Oh no, I'm sorry. The pantry goes down. I guess I'll utility closets. So it's also annoying because, like, if you don't know if you're going to hit security, I guess you should keep the keycard system on. God, this room sucks. I thought this room was cool, but it isn't. It sucks. Observatory or spare room. Honestly, let's just... This day might end up being a wash. Let's just plop an observatory down. It's some moderate amount of meta progress. I don't remember what 4 is, but I don't think it's punishment territory yet. Sick, I got +1 gem. When does the bad stuff start? 4 doors are more common. Get a key. Apples are good. Apples are good for a day. It's really dumb. Dead end rooms are more common at 12, I guess? Oh, I get it. It just starts jumping, so it seems weird. Okay. North, I suppose. Security. Wow, security pretty close to utility closet is like pretty sick. I don't think that's gonna help us here. It's security. No coin in the coin spot. Oh, so this is a pair. What's the tiger tray tail tower? That's not a good pair either. I don't know what you call that thing. I know what it is, but I don't know what you call it. And that's important here. What about these notes? This one has not changed. The antechamber is super unlocked. JK, JK. And keycard access, security doors are more likely to appear. Yeah, okay, that's the same also. This I assume is the same. Oh yeah, if you look at the monitor, I scoot around. That's kind of cool. Inventory, not missing anything. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Change offline mode to unlocked. And then security level to high. So at high setting, there are many doors that will default to unlocked. Okay. And then back. And then I still don't have a password. So I should go back to the utility closet before mucking around in new rooms. Which luckily isn't that far. And we haven't had to do a ton of backtracking yet, despite the fact that 2 of the doors in the main entry are still bunked. So now that the keycard system is off, and doors will default to open, that gives us a good shot at like wandering around some late house, high rank stuff, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything good. Boiler room power source? What do you mean power source? Oh, pantry goes nowhere. And boiler room could be anything, even like a dilithium engine. Well, I should probably find out what it is, even though it may not be a good use of resource. This definitely seems like a zero escape room. Oh man. Is this a puzzle or just weird? I mean, the levers are surely a puzzle. This is like missed as heck. But like, I don't know what the goal is. I guess just to create like a full circuit? And if I do that, maybe I can go over there? Okay. Not sure about the red valve. So that would go up to I don't know what any of that does. I don't know where energy source starts from or where I want it to go. This feels like an endpoint. Like powering this will bring this elevator down. So then, if I wanted that to happen, I would need to send power through this. But this generator isn't running. I feel like I have to, like, start this engine in another room or something. Or maybe just... Is this something? Okay. That does appear to be something. So now, steam is coming out of here and going to this funny juncture. I can power up this mysterious red box, which is cool, I guess, and that also sends steam to there, which makes the door openable. Or I can torque this so the bridge opens and the door closes, right? Or this will turn on the red thing. Oh no, because it's not hooked up to that source anymore. Currently I only have power coming through there. So that, what does that do exactly? Does that let me like chain power out a different thing while keeping the door open? That's what it looks like. So then I could... Can I, like, reach through here and, like, toggle that knob? So I'm guessing power comes out of this. And then I could send that up to... I don't know what that connects to. It's supposed to be unpleasant to watch. I mean, that looks important. Sure, let me toggle that, I guess. Although... Yeah, no, I think that'll do what I want. No, because now that's sending it this way. But it doesn't look like it's sending it that way. Does this only toggle up and over? That doesn't seem right. Because if that was true, it feels like something in the middle should be going on. Man, if that's important, that's gonna be really annoying. I guess this isn't saying that it's on. So then all... So it's not sending power to this, it's only sending power to the pulley system? What? What? What do I do with this? It's so annoying. Let me try... Nope. So that's obviously not going to do anything. That also shouldn't do anything. So this opens the door upstairs and lights red box. What does red box do? Something visible from up here? It's really not clear. It feels like maybe it does something like elsewhere in the house? Oh, wait a minute. There's a... Huh. Let me go turn on bridge again. If I can figure out how to do that. Yeah, okay. Right. Can't get through here without... just... actually unclear on what is required there. But if I could get through there, or I guess power the elevator maybe, then I could get up here to turn on another generator, which would let this middle thing power something down there, which would mean that this first generator could do something different. I think? So that's powering nothing. Not exactly working as intended, I think. But so... now that's... steaming up? But what's that doing for me? I guess I need... maybe I need multiple steam sources going center? Or maybe... What happens? Like, if I send that, yeah, it just, like, dumps out there, right? Which would let me... Elevator, in theory? And with elevator, I could turn this guy on. It's really convenient that they're just, like, binary toggles. Aw, man, I don't know what this is. Activate. So I gotta send all the steam there, maybe? Yeah, let's try this. If I, like, turn this way, like, does one of these? Yeah, one of those turns on? Okay. So, right now... Oh, right now that opens the door. Hold on, does this just, like... mechanically open the gate? Alright, that's good. Boy, it would have been nice to find this earlier in the stream, huh? What's behind this door? Oh, it's the dark room. Just shoot me. Why is it like this? I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like closet is tempting. Once the generator is on, you can open the door again. I know, I just wanted to know what was behind the door. But, like, because I have another door I can exit from in this room, and I'm, like, low on navigational resources like gems, and also the dark room sucks, it might not be the worst to just, like, put closet here. I mean, dark room only opens up, like, one direction. I'm gonna closet. Oh, it's good. Hey, everyone, look, it's the key card. Is everyone excited for the key card again? The key card only... But this is... I don't know if you know this about this game. The key card only spawns if you have both the breaker room and the security room. Fun fact! Okay. So the power is on, but I don't need it to keep that door open ever again for any reason. So that's one of those down. Now... I don't, in theory, need the elevator, do I? I don't think I need it now. So if I... Yeah, okay. Let's send this up. And this over. And then... I need... Not that. I need... Like... That's not it. Huh? I would need... That? That looks good, because then I can bridge across, and the power should be going up at all 3 points, I think? Now, granted, I don't know what this do. What does it do? It sends power to an adjacent room? I don't know what that means. I mean, does sending power to security do something? I'm just gonna send it to the unopened door over there. Yeah, sure, unlock that sucker. Gang, what do you think happens if I open a powered dark room? I mean, it's kind of glowing, right? Corridor is always unlocked or passageway. I don't have 2 per passageway. I've been using a lot of gems, huh? I guess it's dark room. So, does that keep the energy up? Now, hang on. Shouldn't this be open? It's locked because it has power. Click the keypad. I think I did, didn't I? It sucks so bad in here. It sucks so bad. It's locked because it has high rank. No, but we changed the security protocol, right? Like, shouldn't all keycard doors be open? I don't like this one. Go. Well, hang on. Why? This one's glowing. Glowing's gotta be good, right? The other ones aren't glowing. This one is glowing. I found the laboratory? This machine requires additional power to be piped in from the boiler room. Okay. Oh good, a red memo. Effective immediately. Electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. Well, that is incorrect. I can do that from any terminal, I presume. Oh boy. Sure would have been nice for this run to not be at this point in the stream. Heating and cooling curves. Room temperature, complete thaw, melting point. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure 93 kPa.
Picture an egg.
Yeah, picture an egg, huh? Oh, I know. I typically work over at Sinclair, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly relatable. Take a bunch of screenshots. I have good news for you. I am streaming this. Periodic table of elements. Oh, that looks so bad. That looks very real bad. Does the share button work on this sucker? I take a screenshot of that. Yeah. I don't know how easily I can access that. This is an unused feature. Like a lot of this. Oh, is that a pear? Coat and cliff? Trench and gorge? That's nothing. Oversized Sudoku. I mean, the whole house is kind of an oversized Sudoku if you really think about it. Or if you don't think about it at all. Does this computer have any special function? Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you're free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create original and unique house features that will last until the end of the day. Continue. Oh, wow. Choose a cause from column A and an effect from column B. Immediately, lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Set your dice to 2. Set your steps to 40. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, or whenever you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and then. Do these get, like, used up or something? Let's cancel for now, but, like, setting my steps to 40 seems fine. No, I hit down. Please go down to research logs. No experiments found. Research logs will be available the day after an experiment has been performed. I don't know what that will mean. Pause experiment, log into network. Use 5 steps and then set steps to 40. I guess that is actually kind of a reasonable point, right? Like, as dumb as that sounds, anytime you draft a red room, lose 5 but then have 40, like, that's actually kind of good, isn't it? Eternal Pass, I have no idea. But then you'd have to draft red rooms. Have to, or will the game make me do it all the time? I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I could either basically get 11 steps now, or, like, have the power to never run out of steps as long as I take red rooms. Alright, so I have power. I don't, like, 1000% know what's going on in this room. This feels relevant. It has 205 at pressure, 93 kPa. No spit, huh? That seems cool. Am I, like, starting a funicular or whatever? It's the door! It's the quern door in the rocks! Did I just know the answer? There was a note that said, like, try it at 93 kPa. So I put in 9 and 3, and it was like, you did it! The Black Bridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. I don't think that means what I think that means. Okay. Not sure how the periodic table of elements factors into that. If at all. Oh. Me so far. Okay. Hold on. Can I use the share button to look at my screenshot? Kind of. Okay. Hold on. So this is like a 1 through 12. Oh, blow me down. Okay. I can definitely see how it would suck to try and get the confluence of accident that's occurred here for sure. This feels like this is going well. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, like, points to the user design experience that even in the dark room, it's sort of like, you know what would be neat? Taking this room, because it's glowing. Don't ask why, it's just glowing, and you want that. Okay, so 1 is like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over on the bottom row. 1, 2, 3. So that's poo. This poo. 2 is... This is such riveting. I mean, honestly, this might be better than trying to do it entirely off camera on like a notepad or something, huh? So 2 is 2, 3 over and 1 down. So it's S. 2 is S. That's pus. 3 is just H, isn't it? Great. H. So push. Push it real good. We're getting somewhere. 4 is like 1 over. So it's TH. This is a neat puzzle. I like this. It's like a little cumbersome in the interface, but it's good. Oh, that sucks. 3, 4, 5, and then up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. R E. Push thread. Is the next one like SH? There aren't like a lot of words. I guess it could be like AD. Is that even like an element? 6. 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You. What? 3 push. That doesn't seem right. Where's 5 again? It's 5 over and 1 up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, RE. And then 6 is 7 over in that row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E. That like looks wrong, but okay. What's 7? 7 is 3 over in the very bottom. PA. Not promising. Got off to a strong start. Feel like I'm having a stroke trying to read this. That's that's F. 9 is 3 over TE. TE? What on earth? This must parse different when I have all of these. RN, registered nurse. 11 is I. And then 12 is... Okay. Push. THRE. Oh no, push 3 up after 9. Push 3 up after not wait. So the order matters and I just flipped the coin and won. Boy, it's like playing Zero Time Dilemma, isn't it? Oh, well, at least now I understand why Neko was like, not exactly mad, but like baffled. But like, do I blow up the house if I like do it in the other order, or does it just make a sad noise? Do I just, does all that effort save me flipping a coin? Or am I just, like, way better at arts and crafts and the guitar than Blue Prince is? Anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, because, like, I just don't want to, like, waste time here. Other than, like, setting an experiment, we're done with this room, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna set the funny experiment. I don't actually know if it's useful, but it sounds really funny. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then set your steps to 40. After approval, this experiment feature will remain active for the rest of the day. Do it. We're good because I still don't have a login, and I don't have logs, and I don't want to pause. Okay, great. The dark room is still here. So I want to go... Yeah, let me go back to the utility closet, I guess. Good, it's already 11. So glad that this timed out this way. Let me go down. Nope. This way, and then left. And then straight through. And then we turn on the dark room. I'm pretty sure I have security set up correctly, don't I? Does that require attention? Anyway, through and right, and God, this day could take forever. This could easily be the longest day I've ever experienced in this game, and the timing couldn't be worse. Well, tomorrow will be interesting. And I could try suspending the console. But Demolition invited such an evil curse on my life, just like suggesting that relatively reasonable course of action last time this came up. Yeah, sure. Let's get the dark room out of the way. It sucks over there. It's so power in here. Hey, I should draft a red room soon, don't you think? Ooh. Stag and Stage is another one, huh? Don't really know if that matters or how to apply. This looks... Oh, it's the broken lever. But I don't have the cool room this time. I still don't have a magnifier. Guess we'll just go then, huh? Pikachu got chonky from eating too many donuts. What's too many donuts? Is that like a type of donut? Hey, gang. What you think about the furnace? Because now if we take the furnace, we'll never run out of steps. We've created like an infinite go-to loop. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is that I end the day, but I've already done the laboratory in all defiance of probability. So I can't think of a reason not to take the furnace here. Yeah, like, it doesn't even really matter that this is a dead end. Neat. Great, I got 40 steps. Oh, and I got a spooky key? No, like a regular key. Oh, because I powered the furnace, I got a key out of the furnace. That's weird. That's a weird interaction. Okay, well... Hey, guys, I'm starting to think the boiler room's like the best room in the game. Chapel could have been interesting, but furnace means that we'll get to keep doing it, you understand? I mean, it's like the mistest room. Wow, all these locked doors, huh? Whatever. Look at all these red rooms, guys! Oh, I see why. Yeah, the weight room does suck, doesn't it? Man, it really sucks to lose half of your footsteps, huh? For me to poop on. No? Anyone remember Triumph the Insult Comic Dog? It's a shame if I just had 40 steps, huh? Did we break blueprints on day 5 or whatever? Nothing interesting in this room, huh? Unless I can, like, punch through a brick wall. Which, honestly, probably. Maybe if I, like, sledgehammer the punching bag. God, and the weight room connects to, like, a ton of other stuff. That's so busted. Let me do... the edge case. Nah, I'm not using a key on that. Are you kidding me? They're all locked, huh? Basically watching a spiffing Brit video. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. What does launder currency mean? Chapel, huh? Or archives? I mean, archives sounds pretty miserable, to be honest. Also, chapel, like, fits perfectly in this space. And I only have 1 coin anyway. It's just so funny. It's just so stupidly funny. Like, oh no. Like, honest, like, from a narrative standpoint, I don't know that this stream could have gone any better of, like, having an absolutely miserable day of, like, getting stuck with the furnace and then just being, like, goozled to death. And then, like, 2 days later finding, like, an infinite money glitch to, like, make the furnace, like, super powerful. Laundry room is bad unless you have 20 to 30 coins already. Well, the problem with that is you'll never have that much coins. Because money sucks. I guess I want this one? Gymnasium, huh? Oh, garage. Oh, but I don't have gems for garage. Yeah, gymnasium seems fine. I mean, it's weirdly, like, borderline unfortunate to, like, burn through all of these reds, but I think this just should be gymnasium. Oh, right, the lights are off, so, like, I don't even get the, like, negligible punishment or whatever. Hey, look, none red rooms. That's exciting. And I can ignore that locked door in the weight room. Can't take the secret passage, don't want the bunk room. Unlocked corridor it is. Problem with red rooms is they're least likely to have items. I mean, there's a lot of problems with red rooms if we're being honest with ourselves. But right now, they can't make me sleepy. Which is, you know, its own type of real world problem since I'm supposed to get up at like 6 tomorrow. Incidentally, Mom, feel free to go at any point. West Wing Hall, or still can't do the garage, huh? Game really wants me to go there, though. I kind of feel like I should start back. You know what? I should backtrack. Let me actually go all the way back to the entrance hall. Because, like, I can make more efficient use of my, like, infinite steps that way. And also, I can, like, try to pick up some resources back there, maybe? God, I'm gonna be here forever. I don't actually see a reason why I would want to try and backtrack by unlocking stuff down from the gymnasium or chapel, and I don't have any money, so I'll go through the chapel and, like, through 10,000 rooms, and then, I don't know, something $5. So funny. This stupid thing I'm doing is so funny. If only I weren't so cursed. Yep, have no money for this place. Am I finally back on? Oh no. Not that wall. Does this go? Yes, I need to take this room. And then this room. Oh, good, I got 2 steps back, everyone. Everyone relax, got 2 steps. Okay, main hall. Remember the time? Great. I can get my shovel back. I guess that's good. None of these other things are good. I mean, pantry is, like, marginal, I guess. I guess I'll take my shovel. There's potentially a lot of, like, day left, so I'll take my shovel. Shovel has been returned to you. Have a great day. Thanks, Code Check. Appreciate it. All right. Well, sure hope this isn't a dead end. Rumpus room, can't afford it. Dining room or guest bedroom? Well, guess we'll call them poplars and take the dining room, which is actually a great fit here, even though it's really inconvenient for ever accessing the dining room. This is a terrible place to put the dining room. Should be paying closer attention to these not red rooms, since I don't have a metal detector or any resources other than nearly infinite steps. Let's open the corner. Maid's chamber, that's a bummer. Nursery, can't afford it. Guest sits. Bunk room. Ooh, 2 gems. Fantastic. What a great room. Okay. Not seeing anything else. And then a little guy. Hey, little guy. I'll look at him drink water, kind of. Look at him approximate drinking water, but we didn't try that hard. Wish we could feed the hamster. Would be nice. Alright, don't let me down, dining room. Alright, that's kind of a letdown. So the kitchen's not gonna... I mean, honestly, what better place is there for the lavatory than directly off the dining room, you know? Also, we're at about half steps because I had to take the scenic route to get here. So, like, I could take the guest bedroom, which would give me 10 steps, or I could take 16 and put a toilet next to the food room. I think we all know how that's gonna play out. So, soap isn't a relevant item, huh? It's free real estate. You know, I feel like you and I are so frequently on the same wavelength of, like, understanding how the game do, whether it be smart or not smart. Good 2 steps, thank goodness. Well, luckily I have left a bunch of exploration options open on the far end of reality, so this really has gone about as well as I could hope for thus far. Toilet next to the food room is very important. You don't want people to start sprinting across a labyrinth through dinner where their food might go cold. I don't know, it depends on if you're the type of person who deletes the ladder from the swimming pool in The Sims. Man, I'd love to get like a magnifying glass once in my life ever. So I could use a key to go up, or I could not do that. Let's finish filling out these like spaces that are going to be blocked off and dimension the dice via the chapel. And if that verbiage doesn't mean anything to you, I don't know how to explain the entire context of all peripheral Yu-Gi-Oh products to you. Aquarium, spare room, maid chamber. So aquarium... Spare room does squat all. Maid's chamber has like a legitimate negative effect. And aquarium at least makes good use of the free real estate. Exactly. Dimension of the dice. You push the dice down and it folds out and it fills up the space. There, I did a much better job of explaining it than none at all. Hey, my shovel! Wait, didn't I definitely pass a room that I like could have used the shovel in? Does anyone remember what room that was? Why is there like a sketched on wood? Hi, fishies. You know, I went through aquarium last time. I didn't really... No, I did take it, didn't I? Ty... Wait a minute. Ty and Trey aren't a pair, because isn't the Trey thing a pair with the tiger? I think the boiler room had dirt. Yeah, I think it did. I think you're right. That sounds right. Let me check this room adjacent to the aquarium, and then we'll go look at that. Man, archive sucks. Ooh, I do have a gem for the courtyard, even though this has got to be like the worst place in the world to put a courtyard. But I got the shovel, you know? You know what I mean? I just like have the shovel. I'm doing it. It could be anything in the dirt in the courtyard. Even a gem. Like a single gem. Or another key that I could use to open that box over there that could have anything. Even like a gem and a key in it. Oh no, it has... Well, I don't know. Maybe the lockpicks are good in this situation. I don't really know how they work, to be honest. A few unimpressive pebbles. Not even worth picking up. Why do I feel called out? Okay, we're at 39 steps because we just drafted the aquarium. So let's go back to the boiler room, which I do think had dirt in it. Anyone remember any other dirt? I don't think we've seen a lot of dirt. We're not that far. For some reason I had a weird sense that there was dirt in this room, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Dirt, 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 dirt. Dirt? There it is. There's the dirt. Okay, with the lockpick, you have the option to try them before you need a key. That is kind of what I gathered, but I wasn't sure. So glad there's all these pebbles and not like some cool gems. Okay, so that's all dead end. So I can go like north from... Now let me burn off the gymnasium first, which is just straight to the... No, left at the weight room. Doors only. Yeah, that makes sense. Dirt, dirt. Lockpick. Wait, lockpicks are infinite use? I feel like it implied that wasn't true. Okay, can't take greenhouse. Don't want maid's chamber yet. I will take pantry, I guess. And now, I guess I have cause to avoid the chapel, which is fine, because now that I'm going up through the corridor, I don't need to do that for the foreseeable future. I don't have any dice, and I can't do that. Okay, yeah, pantry. Pantry it is. Hey, sick, an apple. I didn't do the experiment that makes apples better, though. Bird and boat? Crow and row? Maybe? Maybe. That's a bit of a leap, but could be. That's definitely one. That's a car and a card. So that's the with card without car possible. Row, boat, and crow. Might be a good idea to reroute the boiler room power in the direction we're exploring. Huh. That might be a good idea. But then I'd have to go through the chapel again. Also, how does that work? If the doors keep flowing, does the power keep going? Didn't mean for that to rhyme. Let me go up to the west wing and see if I can like loop back around so I don't spend one of my $4. Is to make the apples taste better pill by the same company that does the steak version? Yes, and you've solved my riddle of the reference I was making. Clearly. Try lockpicking? It worked! Oh, farts. Don't have a gem for the drawing room. The archives are, like, pretty ungood. You will no longer be able to see all 3 of the plans. That makes it sound like I lose 1. I mean, guest bedroom is just dog water, so we're taking the archives and having a bad time, but at least we get plus 12 steps. Archives sure feel like a room where I could find a cool thing, or not. That ladder is for display only. Tag? You're it. That's blocked off because it's the furnace, okay? Something over here. Oh, there's many pages of whatever this is. Night Keen, thanks for stopping by. I should not be streaming anymore. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen for the Herald Literary Medal. This is Marigold's second time winning the prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before the literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Swimbird author never considered herself success. She confided, "My son was the one who actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, so I designed a house that would make everyone go mad, like an eldritch horror. And so we ran out of books. When we ran out of books, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, that's what I assumed, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly built political critique of the Royalist Party? What is wrong with people? What's everyone's deal? What's their damage? Backstory? Marigold. Marion Marigold equals mom. First book equals Red Prince. Second book equals Swimbird? Swimbird. Turn page. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard, not Blue Guard? Caleb Manning. Why does that name sound familiar? His publisher Philip White were two of 36 names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people on Tuesday. Although no group has come forward to officially take responsibility for the attack, it is widely believed by the authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Wait, wasn't Blackwater a name associated with the thing we unlocked? Like Blackwater Rock or something? I might be making that up. AKA RLCF. It's impossible for me to say out loud for some reason. Dead off, light up plans. Yeah, definitely get out of here. I'm gonna try and get out of here as soon as possible. Squirtle behind Carlos. Here. Spoiler alert. Not this time. There's a bonus hint for any of you for later. Alright. You have a good night. I'll see you ridiculously early in the morning. I'm gonna keep reading this garbage. Marigold drops publisher after he was a terrorist or something. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning. Author. Principal. Caleb Manning, who Marigold had past referred to as mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. Okay. Sure, you know what? I got a screenshot button. Was seen at the corner. Suspicious bag under the wave down. A local This is the third major last year. It is anticipat charged by the Crown. Manning was the last P. The trial begins on expected to last up to with grand treason. No traces discovered of Cinca Eris. Cinca Eris? But search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under... Okay, so... AKA Mary Matthew Jones. equals mom equals sync camera. Asking my close friend at 3:45 on Friday, getting into a carriage at the 100 Bells Tea Room. God, do I need to know that? Missing after 3:45 p.m. in Feb of 87 at 100 Bells. It's all very useful. Miss Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point. We're seeking information. I assume that was the last page. Good, there's more pages! September 2nd, priceless jewels stolen, dramatic royal... How many pages are there? This is the last page. Okay. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of the crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high-end peerage across... And access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced among treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen, it's the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares. Oh boy. Orinda Ares stolen from capital. Okay. Ares Royal Museum. Year is not given. Okay. Stolen from by masked weirdos with guns. If these rumors are true, the evidence suggests the thief was politically motivated. I mean, it's worth money. It doesn't have to be politics. When I said I'd find something cool, I was kind of thinking like, I don't know, like gems or like a magic wand or something, not whatever that was. Okay, archives north. Oh no, not north. I'm gonna redirect the boiler room. I got 40 steps we'll travel. Yeah. So the quickest way is here, yeah? This room feels so like Legends of the Hidden Temple in a really particular way. Speaking of plushies, I named the bunny I got Blue Prince. Prince for short. When... Have I seen this bunny? Tell me about this bunny. Actually, don't tell me about it. Put it on the Discord so I can see the bunny. So yeah, now it's... I see it. So it does kind of just like make a power vent, huh? That's wild stuff. It just keeps flowing, huh? The base keeps running, keeps running. Lockpick kit? Okay. Archived floor plan or library. Discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. Well, I don't have 2 gems. I don't have any gems. I guess it's the library. I can go up. Hey, a gem. Book request form in library use only. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington by Andrew Darrell. Swim Bird by Marion Marigold. The Fixed Stars by Richard Witt. History of Orinda, or Orindia? I did not spell that correctly. By Caleb Manning. Oh, dang. EPCW pump system user man. These are all relevant, aren't they? At first I was like, wow, Swimbird. Good thing I've heard of that title and know what's going on. I feel like I gotta get that History of Orindia. I don't know, those are both... honestly, all of these seem reasonable. The fixed stars might tell me something about the observatories. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Orindia. Signed me, Simon P. Jones. There's a book over here. Does Caleb Manning mean something to you? Yeah, he was like a terrorist author. He was like an accused terrorist who was an author with the same publishing company as our mom. It was in that like info dump I was just reading, like literally like just a few minutes ago. And I don't mean that to be like, you should know that. I just mean like, I happen to have just found that, or I probably wouldn't be thinking of it. Additional reading. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R1 to pull up the directory. Oh. The library is unusual. Well, that's neat. I didn't know that was there. Hey, wait. Does that mean there's only the maid's quarters or whatever that I haven't drafted among all red rooms? It's probably not a huge deal, but good to know. What's going on upstairs? This room is obviously also very missed. Ooh, Mount Holly records. Oh, it's like literally like records. Keys turned, 15. Gems used, 27. Gold spent, 24. That doesn't sound right. Puzzle records. Billiard rooms. Dartboard solved. Parlors drafted, 5. Parlors solved, 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Sure feels like there should be cool stuff up here, huh? Kind of just seeing, like, book assets. Oh, hang on. This book is so missed. My first claim ticket for Shovel. My favorite floor plans. Den. Honestly, yeah. Most paid for observatory. That feels reasonable. Courtyard. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the courtyard. I don't want to lie about that. I don't know if that's correct. Commissary? Commissary is my third most paid for room. I hate that. Most time spent in entrance hall, dark room, boiler room? How is boiler room third? How is entrance hall first? How is dark room even on? Whatever. Wait, was that all of it? Contraptions I've made. Shovel detector. Largest purchase, tomato soup. That feels right. Most avoided floor plans. Maid's chamber. That is fair. I only avoided Cloister because it's so stupid expensive. It is funny that it's just like taunting me. Like, I will be offered the maid's chamber again, and I will likely take it because it will reset my step count. But I don't think there's anything else for me to take here, huh? That's the time spent looking at pictures. Not more than I spent in the boiler room that single time. That doesn't seem correct. Ugh, I don't like those stairs. It sure feels like I should be able to pick something up. And I sure isn't doing that. Yeah, I think we're done here. Alright. So this is an important one, because this is more or less our only outlet right now. Lockpick? Don't seem to be able to pick it. That's fair, I got 2 keys. So this should give me a chance at uncommon rooms. I can get the conference room, which will definitely lead me up. I can get the office that definitely leads me up. No, I can't, because that costs 2. Or I could take the mysterious mystery door. I feel like I should take the conference room. For 2 reasons. One, I don't know that the mystery door will lead to anything. And 2, it will save a gem for opening something going off of the conference room. It's a shame that I'm like so like resource light on this run. Oh boy. Isn't there something about these notes I cared about? Or was it just the one? Maybe it was just the one. Any like coins or gems or nothing? Yeah, spreading items. Yeah. Okay. Look at the... Yeah, this is the same save code I got before, and I know I can't trust it. But I don't know, like, what that means. Maybe I just... Yeah, maybe I'm just supposed to flip it. Maybe it's supposed to be 6,083. Reminder, after the meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Oh, because I could draft the office. Hey gang, what you thinking about that maid's chamber, huh? I think it's time for the maid's chamber. I mean, for one, it'll mean I got all the reds in a single day, which is just kind of funny. Well, maybe I should save it, though. Because I could, like, reset my steps? Yeah, I think I should take the mystery room. This is some wines. Oh, it's a dead end. Womp womp. Stock easel chart crate. Yeah, I probably should have unlocked the red one. It was greedy. I just figured I had so many steps left over. I think I can go back to the coat check, yeah? In theory? God, I have so many resources. It's so dumb. I mean, I didn't a minute ago, but I do now. I don't know what is the best thing to send to tomorrow. No, like I think I was talking myself into mystery room anyway. It probably was smarter to do the maid's quarters. It's just I don't know. I think I underestimated how many dead ends were left. I thought I was likely to get one outlet, and I thought that with as many steps as I had left over, it made sense to save the last red room. You think key card? I was thinking key card. But then, like, I'll never... I don't know. It's probably fine. So I have, like, 30 even steps? Yeah, I'm sure I can get back. The quickest way to do that is... I can cut through the chapel, because it doesn't matter, but that's a dead end, so it doesn't help. So I, like... library down to weight room. And then toggle through security. I just kind of, like, snake around. I mean, shovel's pretty good. It's very tempting, but like if you don't find good shovel rooms, it doesn't do anything. Lockpicks probably have like the widest use case, but at the same time, you might just find keys and then it's not necessarily super important. The key card can like, I think really sort of change the state of things. Is there anything? Could I get like a cool? No, I can't get nothing. I don't have coupon book or whatever, right? Yeah. So parlor, it's then into bedroom. It's really easy to burn steps if you cart and car? But I already have one for car. That's weird. I don't know how much any of this matters. I don't know if I'm just sounding out syllables. It's literally right off the main hallway. If only. Alright, let's check an item. I I'm gonna go key card because I think I'm subconsciously desperate for the key card to pay off. Like I just keep getting the key card when it doesn't do anything. The key card has been checked. I do walk so slow. So slow. It's the in-game time? I don't know. I don't know what this room is. There was such hubbub. Black Bridge Grotto. No, Black Water is the other thing. It's not the same. It's so mist in here. Oh. So... So then, we don't... This is not... I'm not fishing for an answer here. But my interpretation of this room is that this is possibly some kind of puzzle to do something cool later. But based on the description, I can, once per day, use this terminal as though I found this terminal in the house. And access, like, general terminal stuff. Which I think would include security? Ooh, what the heck is this? Ayoo! Not that terminal, any terminal? But it said, like, one offline terminal. Aren't most of the terminals in the house online? Okay, put this past backstory and past day tips. The Black Ridge computer. Parentheses outside. You. Offline is in not drawn yet. I think I get that. So if I had a magnifying glass and could read the tree thing, that's probably there's like a combination lock on that gate that's by the picture, I think. Okay. Let's call it a day because it's like midnight and I was supposed to end like an hour ago. Call it a day. Eight red rooms. Wait, does it give it a name every day? Now that was a good day. How do I see any of the other days? Save and quit. Probably when I boot up, huh? Probably when I boot up is probably the answer to probably that. Hey, it's me, Vasco. It's much too late. I hit a Squirtle. Find it. Get ready, go! I shouldn't even drink this juice because I gotta like brush my teeth like immediately, which is awful for you. But I don't own a funnel, so it's not going back in the bottle. That should have been Scarlet Toilet Center after all the lavatories the mirror room gave you. Yeah, but like think of the experiments, Neko. Now that is pretty crazy, huh? That I've like never seen the laboratory before or the boiler room. And I got boiler it was like boiler room into security and no. Security into boiler room into dark room that siphoned power into the laboratory. And then I just like do you like blow up the laboratory by flipping the switches in the wrong order? Never not pick Pikachu. I feel like I've assumed that at this point. Just nothing happens. Okay. So, like, in reality, I, like, would have flipped that and nothing would have happened, and then I would have tried the alternate order and it would have worked, and I still would have been in a situation where that's true? Okay. That's a little silly. Don't know if that was, like, insanely lucky that, like, the numbers on that other document don't actually relate to the other puzzle. Like, that would be wild. If that was true, that would be very weird. Hard part with the boilers needing to pair it. That much is obvious. I mean, like, I didn't even have a concept that you would, like, need to power rooms beyond, like, what the power closet, I can't think of what it's called, the circuit breaker thing does. You're on the need one room lower than the garage part of the game. Based on minimal context, I can guess what that means, and that sounds terrible. Most rooms break the connection? Really? It didn't seem that way. It seemed like it was, like, going on forever. It was crazy. Let your way to avoid hours of frustration. Yeah, but think of how much of a bad time I've had in the dark room. In seriousness, that is probably a pretty big boon. But at the same time, like, let's not overestimate my ability to find some. What if you know me, then you know that it is equally likely that I will get that, like, miracle instant laboratory success as it is for, like, something that you did on day 2 for, like, to never happen to me for, like, 90 days. Like, it is more likely for both of those things to be true than for me to have a normal experience with a video game. Oh, green rooms breaking, it actually makes, like, a lot of sense. That actually sounds very logical. I just had none green rooms. I said, like, only red rooms. All right, what were these guesses? I haven't got time for this. Pikachu. Pikachu. I didn't see one from you, Ditto. Is it also Pikachu? Are we speedrunning this? No ceiling. Yeah, I guess no ceiling is a pretty good reason for that, huh? All right. Pikachu. Squirtle. Neko's fabled say, oh, Eva? We got a good Eva guess. Squirtle. I'll give you that data point. Neko loves her second guess. Second guess is coughing. Vaporeon. Blue Pokemon, water Pokemon, not a Squirtle. Any guesses on what the sum total of the available information means? We know that Carlos didn't have one. We know that Pikachu did, and so did Eva. Theme is friends holding things. Neko got it. Now, Pikachu was sort of a cheeky cheat, but it's, you know, like, I will also use Neko's tiny pirate hat to count something as, like, having a hat or clothing or accessory. Or at least I have since I've started doing this. So I feel like that's fair. Also, if you take a close look at Pikachu, his hands are clearly, like, positioned to hold something, so the donut seems appropriate. You wanted to see the cute Drifloon? His tag is as big as he is. All right, I gotta go to bed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. Hope to see you again soon, but I gotta go to bed. Take care of yourselves, and remember that you are colossal.